Warning: the following contains adult language and situations. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Moldy Bagels 4th episode spectacular! And now your host, Cody Bagels!
My God, has it been 4 episodes already? Where's the time gone? You know, it's been a long time since our premiere, but I remember it like it's only 3 weeks ago. We've lovingly compiled a montage of literally every single moment from our amazing run. Check it out. Oh, God! Jeez, sir! I'm not just a comedian and world-class lover. I'm also the greatest football player on earth. I throw this pigskin like a Ah! You gonna eat a breakfast bar? You stupid or something? Wow, so many memories. Well, we've still got a show to put on, so stay tuned for the next installment of this storied television institution. The Atari 5200, released in 1982, was intended to serve as a successor to the wildly popular Atari 2600. It quickly flopped due to a crappy controller, the fact that it couldn't play 2600 games, and it didn't help that the company that made the damn thing didn't pay any attention to it. Its only real contribution to gaming history was the invention of the pause button, which really makes me wish I was born 30 years earlier, when being a creative pioneering genius just meant realizing that sometimes people might want to get up and take a piss on occasion. 1982 was a simpler time when we voted Republican, we ate our meat red, we snorted down entire mountains of cocaine, and being a trailblazing innovator was as easy as noticing that humans have bodily functions. While we're on the subject of being lucky enough to be born at a time when stupidly obvious observations were brilliant innovations, did you know that when the game of basketball was invented, they played with an actual basket, and somebody would go up in a ladder and pull the ball out every single time a point was scored? And they played for over a f***ing decade before somebody tried cutting out the bottom? This rare recording of a team practice in 1905 offers proof.
Perhaps the pacing of the game shall be more swift if we were to cut out the bottom of the baskets, effectively eliminating the need for ladders every minute.
Quiet your buffoonery and foolish new ideals, Obadiah! Next thing you know, you will be saying that blacks may have a talent for this sport!
Ho, 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 ho.
Hold on to your jock straps. It's time for the TBNK Sports Blitz. Alright, bitches. The Super Bowl is over, and this is the last time anyone's gonna think about football for the next 7 months. So I'd like to take this opportunity to give my all-star salute to the 2009 NFL season. I'm a diehard Colts fan, and for the last week the internet has been a cesspool of reveling in our defeat and misery, saying that we deserve it for being too arrogant, and saying that Peyton Manning is a choker and always has been. Whatever. So it's time for me to give back as good as I've gotten. Here are 10 organizations that I'm proud to give the one-finger salute to. Let's go!
Number 10, the Carolina Panthers.
Panthers fans want to bust on our quarterback for throwing postseason interceptions? Seriously, you? Here's a little math equation for you. Take the total number of picks that Jake Delhomme threw against the Cardinals last year, then multiply that number by 4 million, and you've got the total number of dollars that you ass clowns paid him this season.
Number 9, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Congratulations on going 10-6 and winning the division. This was really a magical run for you guys, wasn't it? Hey, you know what a Colts fan calls a 10-6 season? A f***ing down year.
Number 8. The Buffalo Bills.
Chan Gailey. That joke alone is funnier than every joke I'll tell over the course of this entire video, combined.
Number 7. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
You guys think Peyton Manning was classless for not shaking Drew Brees' hand after the game? Let me tell you what kind of quarterback behavior is even more classless. Rape.
Number 6. The Dallas Cowboys.
Why are Cowboys fans so proud of their team? Being huge successes in the early 90s and doing absolutely nothing since officially puts them on par with New Kids on the Block. I'm just kidding. They're actually worse than the New Kids because at least they had the decency to stop trying.
Number 5. The Oakland Raiders.
Hey, guess what? Your team sucks, and until the reanimated corpse of Al Davis is put down for good, you always will. Here's another bit of hard truth for you. You're not the best fan base in football. A willingness to murder anyone who wears red in your territory doesn't make you a great fan base, it makes you the Crips.
Number 4. The Baltimore Ravens.
I'd bust on you for losing to us 20-3 in the playoffs, but I won't because I feel a certain kinship with the Ravens because our teams have so much in common. Aside from the Baltimore connection, both of our biggest stars are huge supporters of doctors. Peyton Manning supports them by donating hospital wings, and Ray Lewis gives them work by filling those hospitals with stab victims.
Number 3. The New England Patriots.
I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. A football team wins 3 Super Bowls in the first half of a decade, and the fans act like we should all still be in awe, even though nobody gives a shit anymore. Congratulations, you're officially the new Cowboys. But here's the good news for the Red Sox Nation. The number 17 will forever be remembered as the total number of seconds that your playoff game this season was even remotely competitive. It sucks, but it's better than what the number 17 is usually known for around those parts, which is the average age that a Boston girl begins her 3rd pregnancy.
Number 2. The New Orleans Saints.
I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate the millions of faithful members of the Who Dat Nation for winning their first Super Bowl. I'd also like to be the first to welcome you to this wonderful sport known as football that you discovered for the first time last week.
Number 1. MASH.
I'd like to give a final shout out to MASH. This year's Super Bowl finally beat the series finale of MASH to become the highest rated broadcast in the history of television. Now, people are saying that this feat isn't as impressive because there were 75 million fewer people in the country when MASH was on the air, but I'm calling bullshit on that. When MASH was on the air, people had exactly 5 entertainment options: CBS, NBC, ABC, Books, or Pong. Let me show you a video of Pong. Holy crap, MASH! How did you ever manage to compete with that? Oh, let me tell you something. Nowadays, all you need is an internet connection to find whatever kind of crazy-ass, sick-ass porn you want instantly. If MASH had to compete with that, it'd be canceled after the first season. You had a good run, Hawkeye, but it's over.